Hello everybody and welcome back to Matt H Does Makeup. So for this look I've decided to go not so much like Pride Festival, more like Pride at Work. After all, this is a protest and this is something that we should aspire to be doing every single day of the year. Not just for a month, not just for an event, every single day. It is hot AF at the moment, so we're going to combine this with a how to do your makeup when it is hot as balls. This look is inspired by something that, one, I found as a TikTok filter, and two, I tried out for myself. And a lot of people wanted to know how this look actually happens. So this is for you. So as always, we are prepping the skin, but we need to make this makeup last throughout the evening, and see previous clip, it is hot AF. Now that additional step is putting on a setting mist before you put your makeup on. Now this helps you have that additional barrier between your skin and your makeup, because that is what destroys makeup. You need to get those oils as locked in as is humanly possible. So let's spritz. What I'm going to do is couple a neutral look but have a little Pride twist. So we're going in with the Beauty Bay Golden Age palette just to create a slightly neutral look from the top, and we'll work our way down. First bit's done. I've just worked it in a transition shade here, which is Glamour, which is this little guy in the middle, just to sort of sculpt out a little bit of a shape so I can brighten up underneath the brow, but I can also darken up in these corners here. Now, with these slightly darker shades, the best thing to do is to sort of stamp it on and then buff it out. And don't forget, don't keep doing your makeup with your eyes open like this, because one, you're going to look insane, but two, you don't actually walk around like this in real life. So when you're applying, make sure just every now and then, relax your eyes, have a little look at that shape, and then buff out accordingly. So we've got that slightly darker shade in there, adding a little bit of shape, a little bit of dimension. Now I'm going to go in underneath the eyebrows, but not with concealer. We're going to use a lighter shade of eyeshadow, and that is Precious. Now, when it is hot, you want to try and reduce the number of products that you've got on your face, because the more products you have, the more likely that they are to just dribble away. So using eyeshadow underneath that eyebrow, it's a good shout. Before we do anything else, let's get a little bit of concealer on just to sort all these shenanigans out. Question is, what concealer do I use? So because we're doing a Pride look, it's going to be quite bright underneath the eyes. So I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer, which is a wicked little sort of brush tip thing that you click on the end, a little bit like a pen. This is really good to control the amount of concealer that you're using. And I cannot stress, anybody who has seen any of my content will know, less is more. Sometimes you just need to sort of apply it where you want it to have the most impact and just let it sit for a second before you start moving it around. Go in with a stippling motion. Don't just start swiping it all over your face, because you're going to move the product around too much and it's just not going to look great. And now it's time for the colour. I'm going to use, it was a birthday present that was given to me. It's the Lorac Pro Artistry palette. Just look at the shades that are available in here. Perfect for a Pride look. Quite a lot of people, especially on my Facebook page, have asked how it is that I do this next step. So I'm going to let you in on a little industry secret. And by industry, it's basically just something that I kind of tried and it worked. So give it a go. Teeny tiny brushes. These are the brushes that you kind of, when you buy a makeup set, these are always the ones that are like, I'm never going to use that. Also, quick tip, if you don't have one of these, you don't necessarily need to buy one, but the concept is sound. This is from e.l.f. You can get these from, God, literally anywhere. Or a little flannel, little face cloth somewhere nearby. It's a little brush cleaner, but it's for dry brushes, so it's brilliant if you want to switch from one colour to another. So far we have the red, orange and the yellow, and I've used the same brush for each of them. You don't need to worry if it's not like super blended or anything, because we can sort all that sort of shit out later. It's time for green. We are switching out our brushes. Again, a very small lipstick brush. Let's get these few colours on and we'll be back. So there we have it. We've got all of our Pride colours on. Now we do need to blend them a little bit so it doesn't just look like a solid line. For that, I use a teeny weeny little pencil brush, because you don't want to move it about too much. You just want to give it a little bit of a zhuzh. It's time to finish off this look with a little bit of foundation. So let's have a chat about foundation for a sec. So foundation, right, you've got like a billion different kinds. You've also got like 100 different kinds of consistency. So I've recently learned something that I wanted to share with you. If you want to get the best, calm down. If you want to get the best out of your foundation, you want to try and apply it with the right kind of tool. Bear with me. So everybody's TikTok and Instagram favourite is this little guy, the beauty sponge. Now, this is fine for certain kinds of foundation, and I really wish I could tell you use the beauty sponge for X, Y, and Z, but in all honesty, you've just got to kind of play around and don't be afraid to make a mistake about it. But most importantly, use this guy damp. He likes it. He likes to be damp. He does not like to be wet. Saucy. You can also use something like this, a flat, dense, but slightly domed brush. These guys are called like kabuki brushes, or if you like search for foundation brushes, this guy is gonna turn up. And as you can tell, this one is very well used. Saucy. But I've recently purchased a foundation, which is what we're going to be using today, and I discovered this, a liquid foundation brush. Now this is from Beauty Bay, and it was an absolute bargain, but you can see the difference between the two. This, dense, stubby, like a little like mountain dwarf kind of character. This one, similar, but you've got this slightly sparser tip, sort of like a middle-aged man going through hair loss. Calm down. As always, I'm on the bleeding edge of all of these makeup trends, so we're going with the Superstay Maybelline 30 Hour. Who needs to wear foundation for 30 hours? This foundation is the reason why I bought this brush, and as you can see, it came today. I have never used this before. The Maybelline foundation is quite wet. Saucy. Calm down. It's quite liquidy, so I thought a liquid foundation brush would do the trick. But as always, we're going to use one pump and see how we go. Not going to lie, this is wonderful. I've still got this much foundation left, and as you can see from the difference in my skin tone, I've managed to make that product travel and still have really good coverage all over the bottom half of my face. And look at that, a whole face done, really nice coverage with one pump. And don't forget, we are looking for light coverage today because, as I said, it is hot AF. We need to finish those lashes and, of course, those lips. Now, these lips are screaming out for something with a bit of a pop. Do you ever get to this point in your makeup and you're like, while I'm curling my lashes, I could really do with a cup of tea? Or is that just me? Let me know in the comments below. So I've just put a little bit of lip balm on, and whilst I'm letting that settle, I just thought I'd do my eyebrows, just fill them in a little bit. A lot of people have asked how I managed to get this sort of shape and definition in my brow. And if you want to find that out, you've got to subscribe to the channel. And here it is. here it is. Give us a little subscribe. Make sure you've ding-donged the doorbell to make sure you know exactly what's going on. And follow me. This is awkward. Damn it, I seem to have a little bit of mascara issue here. Now, the trick is when your mascara doesn't go to plan, wait for it to dry. Then take a little cotton bud, Q-tip situation, and then we can just roll it away. And if you see it's left a little bit of a gap there, that's fine. Just go back in with the foundation brush. Don't put any extra product on. Tap it in. You're good to go. So that is me ready to get dressed, go out and celebrate Pride. Let me know how you are celebrating Pride in the comments below. Guys, give us a cheeky subscribe. Like the video. I don't know, algorithms. Until I see you again, check me out on all of my social medias and I will see you soon. It is hot AF.